Okay, so ngayon, let's see what's the difference between nominal GDP and real GDP. So, tingnan natin yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa, kung ano yung mas accurate na gamitin. So, let's see. Here we have two years. Meron tayong 2009, meron tayong 2010. Okay? So, for 2009, ang bansa natin is Switzerland. Say for instance, meron tayong tatlong products na napoproduce within that particular year. Meron tayong cheese, meron tayong chocolate, at meron tayong watches. First, tingnan mo natin kung ano ba ibig sabihin ng nominal GDP. Nominal GDP, it is the market value here. It is the market value at current price of a nation's output of goods and services. Okay? So, current price siya. Nung market value na yon. While the real GDP, it is the value of a nation's output of goods and services in a particular adjusted for changes in the prices of goods and services from a base year. So, dito naman sa real GDP, meron siyang base year na ginagamit. Commonly, ang base year is the previous year. So, yun yung ginagamit na base year natin. So, tingnan natin kung ano bang problema pag yung nominal GDP ang ginawa nating basis or yung real GDP ang ginawa nating basis. Let's see what's the difference between the two. So, here nga, sabi ko nga kanina, meron tayong tatlong products. Meron tayong cheese, meron tayong chocolate, at meron tayong watches. So, ito yung quantity. Okay? So, kung makikita nyo, sa quantity produced in 2009, meron tayong 10 for cheese, meron tayong 20 for chocolate, at meron tayong 5 for watches. While the price for 2009 of these commodities, sa cheese, meron tayong 2. Sa chocolate, meron tayong $2. Okay? Sa watches, meron tayong 10. So, simply multiply these two para makuha natin yung total value of output in 2009. So, imumultiply lang natin yung quantity produced versus dun sa quantity price. Okay? So, meron tayong 10 multiplied by 2. It will give you 20 and 40 and 50. Okay? So, pag add din natin siya, it will give you 110 for the nominal GDP in 2009. So, ito yung nominal GDP sa mga products na to sa Switzerland for the year 2009. Okay, tingnan naman natin kung ano yung dito, wala pa tong real GDP. Tingnan natin dito pagdating sa 2010, meron na tayong mako-compute na real GDP. So let's see the difference. So same products, meron tayong cheese, meron tayong chocolate, meron tayong watches. If you can see, nagkaroon ng increase sa output or sa quantity output. From 10, naging 12. From 20, naging 25. Watches, constant siya. 5 pa rin. Okay? And at the same time, nagkaroon din ng increase sa price. From 2 pesos or $2, naging 2.50. From 2, naging 3. Naging 3. From 10, naging 11. Okay? So, tingnan natin siya. What's the nominal GDP of these three commodities or three products in 2010? Tingnan natin. 12 by 250, it will give you 30. Tama ba? 12 times 250, it will give you 30. 25 by 3, ito yung new price. From 2 pesos, naging 3 pesos or $3. 25 multiplied by 3, it will give you 75. And 5 multiplied by 11, it will give you 55. So, add these 3. Add natin to. And it will give you the nominal GDP, which is $160. Yan yung nominal GDP for these three products during 2010 or 2010. Okay, now here's the catch. Okay, ang problema dito ay if you can see here class, now if you can see here, how can we say na ito yung totoong naging output ng GDP ng 2010? Okay? So, pwedeng maging false indicator to kasi nagkaroon ng changes sa price. Tumaas yung output, 'di ba sabi natin ang hinahanap natin is the output, is the real output. Okay, ng goods and services on that particular year. Okay? Ang problema dito, tumaas yung output niya but not because of the quantity itself, okay? But because of the price din. No. So naging dalawa ngayon yung factor. Hindi lang kasi ang hinahanap lang natin is yung actual increase in output. Okay? But in this case, naka-apekto yung increase in output but because of the price. No? So if you will notice, maaring mali na tong indication sa GDP. Kasi nga, naka-apekto ngayon yung price. Nagkaroon ng inflation. Okay? So, hindi to, maaring hindi to accurate. Okay? Technically, hindi siya accurate. So, tingnan natin siya. Yun nga, sabi dito, how can we compute for the real GDP? Ang titingnan natin is the base year. So, ang gagamitin natin is the actual price dun sa base year. In this case, ang base year natin is 2009. Okay, so instead na gamitin natin yung price na nakaapekto sa output ng 2010, i-disregard muna natin to. Okay? At ang gagamitin nating price is the base year which is 2009. So, tingnan natin. Yung quantity, same quantity pa din since wala naman siya dong nagalaw. Okay, quantity pa din. Wala naman siya magagalaw doon. Quantity, 12, nagkaroon ng increase. 12, 2 pesos or $2. Price from the previous year, it will give you it will give you 24. Okay? And 25, it will give you 50. 5 by 10, it will give you 55. So, itong tatlong ito ngayon, ang magiging real GDP mo. Okay, class? So, itong tatlong ito, which is 124, $124 is your real GDP. So, ang laki ng difference. Okay? If you will notice, ang laki ng difference niya sa nominal compared dun sa real. Dito wala tayong real dito since ito yung ating base year. Pag ang base year, pag yung previous year, usually, yun yung base year natin. Okay? So, wala pa siya dong real GDP. Meron din, pero if mamaya makikita natin kung anong real GDP nito. Dito muna tayo sa 2010. Okay? So, ang laki ng difference niya between nominal GDP and real GDP. Okay, so tingnan natin, no? Meron tayong GDP deflator dito na sinasabi. Ito ginagawa para makita natin yung actual GDP on this particular year. Okay, gagawin natin itong deflator na to. So, hindi pa dito nagtatapos. May deflator pa siya. Tingnan natin. GDP deflator is equal to nominal GDP over real GDP. Okay? So, in this case, the nominal GDP is 160 for 2010 and the real GDP is 124. Divide it. It will give you 1.29. Okay? Times 100. Constant naman lagi siya. 100 naman siya lagi. Ano? Kung titignan natin. Times 100. Matic na siya. It will give you 129. So, or 29% inflation rate. So, ito yung real GDP for this year. 129. Hindi ito. Okay? Hindi rin ito. Ito pa. 129. It's the real GDP. Tingnan naman natin how to compute the inflation rate. Okay, so sabi ko nga kanina, no? Dito, no? So makikita rin natin, malalaman din naman natin kung ano yung real GDP dito sa base year. Ang base year natin is 2009. Nominal GDP natin is 110. Since wala tayong basis, matic na siya. So yung deflator natin is 110 din. So the nominal and the real is the same on the base year. Pareho lang sila. Okay? Nominal 110, deflator 110, it will give you 100. Okay? So 110, 110 over 110, it will give you 1. Matik ulit, divide, times it, multiplied by 100, it will give you 100 pa rin. Okay, so for 209, the real GDP is 100. Sa 2019, the real GDP is 129. Sa 2010 pala, the real GDP is 129. Okay, now to compute for the inflation, tingnan natin. Nominal GDP. Okay, so ito yung computation natin sa inflation class, no? So pagkuha ng inflation, yung GDP nito, tsaka yung GDP nito, pagsasamahin natin. Okay, tingnan natin. So what is the inflation rate? Okay, 129, the present year, minus the base year or the previous year. Ito siya. Ito siya, class, ito siya. Ito yung real GDP natin for the previous year or the base year. The real GDP for the present year is 129. The real GDP for base year is 100. Yun. Okay, present minus previous over previous. It will give you 0.29 times 100 ulit. It will give you 29%. Okay. So, yun. Madali lang siyang computen. Basta alam nyo lang yung figures, alam nyo lang yung mga basis kung saan to kinuha. Okay? So, pag nag-exam ako, ganito lang kadali. Napakadali lang, class. Kayang-kaya nyo yung sagutan. Okay? Basta wag nyo lang kakalimutan yung mga formula kung paano kuhanin yan. Okay? So, that's it. Thank you, class. That concludes our GDP topic. Kung may questions tayo, pwede na mga magtanong pag